Hey guys, it's Future here, and welcome back to Shindo. And today, I'm going to be telling you guys why Tail Spirits are OP. They are secretly some of the best modes in the game. Personally, they are my favorite mode to use, and personally, I think Tailed Spirits in general are the best in the game. Now, you may disagree with that, that's fine, but hear me out. I have reasonings for saying the Tailed Spirits are so OP. It's old reliable, okay? You can never go wrong with the Tailed Spirit. The only problems that really come with the Tailed Spirit is, number one, it does take a long time to level. Number two, you do have to get these. You have to fight a boss to get them. I've done spawn locations and how to get them and how to level them up and blah, blah, blah already on the channel. So if you need any of that, it's already there. But hear me out, right? So, Tailed Spirits, they used to be like 1 out of 40, 1 out of 50 chance. Now if you used to go up here, these are all 1 out of 10. Like, I have every single one, and I had them before they were even a 1 out of 10 chance. Now, they're so easy to get, and to level them up, all you really need to do is get some friends and do a story quest. You can just start grinding story quests like this. I literally have done that so many times, you'd be surprised how fast you can level up. And the stat boosts with Tailed Spirits are absolutely insane. Let me demonstrate. So, let's just say I was to get another well-known mode. How about... let's just say a Fate Spirit, for example. Obviously, Dune's Fate Spirit is probably the best one, the most high-regarded Fate Spirit out of all. But just for now, I'm going to go ahead and use the Ember Fate Spirit, right? The stats are pretty freaking solid. You know, you got 2,800 Chi, 2,800 Ninjutsu, 2,800 Taijutsu, and 2,300 HP. Lacking a little bit on the HP side of things, but it's not too bad. And all the other stats are really high. And considering that you don't have to get this nearly as high as an actual Tailed Spirit, this is a lot better in a lot of ways. It's probably good to level this up first, then go get a Tailed Spirit. But I don't recommend staying with it. Unless you're one of those people that likes using your Dune's Fate Spirit in your combo. Which is actually very good. It can be very useful and very OP. But I have started to beat tons of Dune's Fate Spirits, mainly because of my loadout, but also because the Tailed Spirit is secretly super OP. And I'm not even doing that for clickbait. It is actually a very, very good mode. All of them are incredibly amazing whenever you take this one factor into consideration. Anyways, it's kind of pretty good. Now, if I was to go to my Tailed Spirit, in my case, it'll be Core. Let's just say I was going to 6-path, full power. Right off the bat, 2,900 Chi and Ninjutsu, which means I have higher than a Fate Spirit. Even if only slightly, it's higher. My Taijutsu is 3,100, which is way higher than the Taijutsu on the other one. And my HP is 2,900, so it's way higher than the Fate Spirit. Overall, the stats are better. And another thing that I can do that the Fate Spirit can't is I can fly. Not only that, I can also run, and I have a speed boost just like the Fate Spirit. But this is where it starts to get a little bit more complicated, right? So not only does it have, you know, it has really cool customization. It's just me or look at that. It's changing colors. That's actually kind of cool. I don't know how, but it is. Anyways, this is where it starts to get a little bit more complicated, right? So a lot of people don't like the PvP style of 6 paths. They don't like the PvP style of a Tailed Spirit. And if you can't get used to it, it's fine. You know, there's other options. But let me just say, if you can get used to it, it is very, very worth it. Because, let's just say, I'm going to go over here, what I call the Dragon's Den. This is where the core spawn location is. This is where I always fight people. I've done a bunch of fighting videos in the past, and I'm still undefeated currently. Which, I'm a little bit rusty now, so my defeat might come soon, but we'll see. I'll be making another one of those videos soon. But anyways, the point is, the most OP part about this is every Tailed Spirit essentially has an auto dodge. What do I mean by that? So an auto dodge is basically, I can dodge people's attacks, obviously. This is like a bloodline move. Another very, very good auto dodge would be the Miss Kenjutsu, which is the Kenjutsu I have right now. The very last move does this. You do 60,000 damage and you get a high speed to get away. You're invisible and they can't see. So it's a really good auto dodge. But on top of that, what makes my loadout so OP is that after using those 2 different auto dodges, which by the way, one of them's already stopped the cooldown, I can go into my Tailed Spirit by hitting Z. Check that out. Now, it doesn't seem that OP, right? But I can run like this, and I can charge up my chakra all the way up. And I have plenty of time to just start charging up, getting my health up, whatever I need to do. Right? Like, I have plenty of time to just sit around, charging my chakra, and just vibing. Like, and by the time you've done that, you probably already got your other auto dodges ready to go, or at least one. So essentially, I have 3 auto dodges in my loadout just because of the Tailed Spirit. Not to mention, I'm going to have higher stats than everyone else, and I can fly up if there's ever a need for it. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, okay, so is 10-tailed spirit being counted here? Yes, I am also counting the 10-tailed spirit, but I will still stand by this. I don't think the 10-tailed spirit is that much better than the 6-paths. Why do I say that? Because in a long-term fight, outside of a duel arena, you got to think, 10-tailed spirit is way stronger, but the 10-tailed spirit is also going to have a much higher MD drain, meaning that it's going to run out way faster, and the 6-paths is going to last 2 to 3 times as long. Not to mention, if you're fighting someone with an auto dodge loadout, or at least a semi-good auto dodge loadout like I have, literally you're going to run out of MD before you can even do much damage to me. And even if you do almost kill me, I'm going to survive, and I'm going to have my mode while you're going to lose yours. 10-tails is really good. It's very, very good. But the MD drain is just atrocious. But now, I do know 10-tails Form 2 apparently doesn't drain as much MD, at least from what I've heard. And in that case, it's not bad. But even then, a 6-paths is perfectly good. It is about the same level. And I'm counting all tailed spirits, so I'm also counting 10. Tailed spirits in general are just broken in this game. And I feel like it suits it well. With how much this game updates, I always worry that tailed spirits are just going to become useless. But right now, tailed spirits are still old reliable. They've been out for so long, and they still are just so OP. They're definitely worth your time to level up, alright? Now, one of the problems is, as you can see, I have a level 2000 core tailed spirit. This took a very long time to get, obviously. And there is another mode called Baron mode. I hope I'm even pronouncing that right. I have no idea. But essentially what that mode does is, like, you get a bigger, an even bigger stat increase, and you're way stronger. The problem is, I can't even master the PvP with it because it only lasts, like, about as long as the 6-paths. And the problem is, whenever you lose it forever. Like, you have to go you have to literally go find and get your tailed spirit all over again. You keep the levels, but even then, it's like, you just lost your tailed spirit. Now you have to wait until the next spawn time. Which, to me, is just too big of a loss. You know, it's not worth it for that small increase that you can't even control. Like, it's not so OP. Like, you have to be able to master a mode to really get the best use out of it. So, in my opinion, I do better with 6-paths than I would with Baron mode. And that's just the truth. I really feel like they should just put, like, a really long cooldown whenever you use it and not actually just get rid of the spirit. But they have not done that yet. So, Rogue Games, maybe you should get on that. One thing I will say about tailed spirits that do get annoying is that on your back, I had a weapon on, for example. So, you know, I already done a video on the spawn location, but the Bankai Blade, you know, I always use this. It's good for TP. I can teleport. Bada bing, bada boom, right? Now, if I go into a tailed spirit, you'll see my weapon is still there. The moment I go into 6-paths, it's gone. And the reason why is because it replaces it with these little sticks. Which, these sticks, they're not bad, you know, they're not bad. But you can still re-equip your weapon if you want. Which normally I do, but only if it's in, like, a really serious situation. Because it's not that needed. And personally, the only thing I don't like about it is, okay, if I AQ right now, it's going to throw up my sword. Because I have my weapon equipped. But now if I was to unequip it, and I'm using these, like, batons again, which should be here any second. Wait a minute, it's not there. It gets rid of the batons. Interesting. Either way, as long as your Q slot it just has no weapon in it, you can hit Q. Wait a minute, actually I'm completely wrong. That is so weird. I can't believe it did that. That's actually interesting. That might actually be a really good move. Alright, let me explain what I'm thinking here, right? So if I was to go over to these dummies over here, there is 2 different Q moves for a tailed spirit when it's at max. There is these black balls that get, like, literally spammed all over the place that do about 10k damage. They're really good, and they cover a long area, right? I'll go and showcase that now. All it requires is your Q spot to be empty. All I have to do is click Q. As you can see, it does that, right? It's pretty good. Now, there's also one more. Now, if you were to hit block, like, hold your block button, wait for my cooldown to go down. So block and then hit Q, you're going to have these balls, and then you can throw them. And it actually manages to do a lot more from what I can see. And the blast radius seems to be higher. And the only problem I hate about it is I always have to block when I do it. But I feel like I just learned a new tip. If I was to equip and then unequip my sword before a battle, now if I was to hit my Q button, it's going to do this. The only problem is I do lose the batons, but it's about the same anyways. But yeah, check that out. Now I can just hit Q without blocking, and it does the same exact good move. That's kind of a cool little tip trick thing that I just learned, and you guys just learned it with me, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, there's been a lot of situations where I've just been in like a tough spot, you know, like my auto dodges are out. I've used up all my moves somehow, like I've just shredded through them, and I'm on my last resort, you know, I'm about to die. But then I click my Tailed Spirit button and I'm saved. My chakra is all the way filled back because I have plenty of time to charge. They can't hit me hardly. There's ways that they can hit you, but it's usually very, very hard, and you still have time to get yourself prepared. It also lets your cooldowns on your moves kind of go down some, so you can use other auto dodges again. It's overall just really OP. You can get some distance between you and the enemy. Another thing is if you're fighting a Vine user when you're in a Tailed Spirit form, which is something I love. I never really realized how OP this was. But Vine users can usually get you stuck, right? Like, they're going to get you stuck in the area that they set down their Vine trap, which has always been such a struggle. But there is moments where you get out of those Vine traps. That split second, normally people would auto-dodge. But the thing is, your auto-dodge is going to run out, and you're probably going to be still in the Vine trap. You're still going to be in their range. But if you hit that Tailed Spirit button, guess what? You're going to be able to just fly away. Like, literally, my Tailed Spirit will be all the way across the map. Like, I can be far away from that Vine trap, and I have plenty of time to get myself back together. So basically, Vine users really aren't that OP whenever they're able to use Core, and I've beat plenty of them now. Before I knew how to use the Tailed Spirit to its fullest abilities, I was losing all the time. But it's like now I have this loadout where I'm feeling very, very comfortable with it. I could update a couple things, but not much, really. Not much at all. Main thing I could do is maybe get the back shurikens. I actually have some bat shurikens now. I just didn't have enough taijutsu. Like, I didn't have enough taijutsu whenever I got it, so I literally can't unlock it, which was a bad mistake on my part. But maybe I'll rank up soon and I'll be able to fix that. We'll see. But for now, it's not like it's needed. Either way, I just want to let you guys know that the Tailed Spirits are really just not getting the love and support that they deserve. Like, these things are OP in the game, and straight up, it's the mode I've always used, and I'm probably always going to use. Unless something really insane comes out. But these Tailed Spirits held up well. I don't know what's going on with, like, the 6-pass balls. I have no idea why it's like that, but yeah, guys, it's just Tailed Spirits are really OP, and it's kind of like an auto dodge in a way, and it's actually almost like a better auto dodge. It depends on how you see it, but it really can be useful if you know how to use it. Tailed Spirits can be really, really OP if you know how to use it. I've fought many of the pro players that used all types of other modes, but Tailed Spirits are just another level. Now, if I fight another Tailed Spirit user, I often find myself having struggles if they're using the exact method I'm using. And that's because it's so effective. So I'm teaching you guys a very, very effective trick. Use it if you want. If you don't want it, that's fine. But yeah, I just want to get that out in this video. And if you enjoyed this, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, expect more content. Go check out my Dragon Block C episode video. It's really good. And Fusion Timmy, signing out.